Hey guys, how you doing? It's Joe from Iron Health here with Chris, owner of Westchester Fit in White Plains. Chris, tell us a little bit about it.
So Westchester Fit, it was formerly known as CrossFit Westchester. We've been in business for coming up on 10 years now. One of the first boxes in the county, started off just predominantly CrossFit, and then we started to expand our services and offerings, and now we have a full functional fitness approach where we also focus on nutrition, recovery, exercise, and just kind of trying to develop the best possible person from all angles of health.
Cool, awesome. So Chris is a awesome dude, awesome coaches over there, so check that gym out. But he's also a client of ours, so today we're going to do a little bit of just treatment on his right side, kind of high-level athlete, so we have to like tweak things at a very specific level. So we're just working on some overhead stuff, and kind of you'll see this video. Chris is like, I'm going to zoom in on this. Look at this. Would you take this off for a little bit? You care like being
No,
on YouTube?
I don't care.
You've been on naked YouTube.
I've been shirtless / basically CrossFit naked for the last...
It's true. Look at his clavicles, right? I can see this angle steeper, and then this one's kind of a little controlled. And he's lying too, so it's different when he's standing, but this is really shoulder. He's right hand dominant, so it is lower, but he gets a little pain kind of subclavius in the neck, so we work on a little bit there. This is an interesting one. Like this, like almost like it's like forward.
It's it was broken.
I thought this one was broken. No, that's
this,
broken.
This side was broken, and I tore the pec on this side too.
Gotcha.
During like an event or like just?
So collarbone broken in a car accident when I was 16.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Thank God, dude. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I flipped the car down an embankment, and thank God, like, she came out unscathed, and I had a broken collarbone. Like I pushed her through the car was like sideways, so I pushed her through. I think it was the moon roof or the sunroof. Is that called? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So thankfully that was okay. I did break my collarbone. I thought it healed. They didn't do any kind of surgery; it just healed. And then in college, when I was 19, I tore this pec, and then this side has just been abused since.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's crazy. It's probably like this side from compensation and stuff.
Yeah, and now the right side is probably has taken up so much from trying to overwork this side. Crazy stuff.
How many times a week are you like
doing something?
Yeah, taking care of yourself.
Right now, like between physical and mental health, at least 2-3 times a week. But like going to other professionals, like I'm somebody that highly believes in, I don't just like tell people to do shit. Like if I tell someone to eat healthy, it's because I do it. If I tell someone they should be meditating and taking time for themselves, it's because I do it. So I'm like I know a lot of coaches and stuff in the area. They know what they're supposed to be doing, but I don't know that they actually all 100% live what they're saying. Mm-hmm. And I do, but it does obviously get pricey. But for me, my personal health is number one priority, to just be able to help others and that stuff. So
that's cool.
I gotta take care of myself where I can.
Absolutely. Bicep tendon. Does that hurt?
No, just tendon. Probably from the work, chest.
When did you do jiu-jitsu last?
I haven't done it in 2-3 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I stopped. Probably took 2 weeks.
Wow.
So this has been going on, whatever, for a little while, but I went to do a track workout and literally warmed up in the second sprint.
Your hamstring.
I pulled my hamstring, so I just got so frustrated, and I was like, I think I need to I could still work out, but just kind of try to keep it mellow. If I found jiu-jitsu in my early 20s, I would have been a psychopath.
Yeah.
I'd also probably be a black belt by now, though. So.
Probably, that's true.
So, who knows? That's when I was doing all the Muay Thai and all that stuff, which I still love, but it's, that's definitely don't want to be getting punched in the face and kicked in the head.
I'm so man. I do not want to do that.
I don't know how you guys do that. It's fucking crazy.
Well, so
jiu-jitsu is completely different.
It's just like it's grappling and like on the floor and a bunch of shit like that, but still.
There's aggression, but it's not the same thing. And like I've never experienced, no matter how well trained I was, like the adrenaline dump you get from the nerves of like walking in. So I did 2 amateur probably illegal too at the time, Muay Thai fights. More like kickboxing rules. And, you know, working out and training, and like, I'm literally within 30 seconds of the first round, I was so tired. And I think it's just freaking out, like almost having an anxiety attack, walking in, like, okay, I'm gonna go fight some guy now who's gonna try to knock me out. I'm gonna try to knock him out. And both fights I had, I won, but within the first minute of both fights, I almost got knocked out. And then round 2 and 3, the other people were just tired, so like I was able to work my game and beat them. But yeah, literally, it was crazy.
Tendon there?
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
So release this, and so we'll release some levator scap. Sometimes you got to get in there, shorten the muscle, hold it. So you won the first boxes in Westchester, right?
Yeah, I think either the second or third. The first, I believe, was my man Caesar from Bravo CrossFit. I think he was the first one.
Oh, wow.
Caesar's been around forever. And then I think myself and Mike McKenna, who's no longer in New York, he opened up CrossFit 914. They had some unfortunate stuff happen last year with some bad flooding.
Yeah.
They ended up shutting their doors. Good people. But yeah, I mean, I think I started CrossFitting myself physically December 2008. I affiliated August 2009, and I was training people in my parents' garage for like 4 or 5 months before I was like, hey, maybe I can look at a space. I was working in finance at the time, making really good money. And, you know, I was like, I'm leaving at lunchtime at this job to go work out for an hour. And all I'm doing, they haven't figured out to block like the CrossFit website. So I was just like, I had a membership to this thing called the CrossFit Journal. I was just reading all these articles, watching videos. And I told my mom, I mean, my mom and dad had been divorced forever, but like I told both of them. He was living in Florida, my mom, I was living at her house. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna quit my job at JP Morgan and open up a gym. And they were like, what are you talking about? So they kind of freaked out, and then I ended up going through with it because I just figured, you know what, I'm young now, I don't want to regret it later.
Yeah.
And that was, I officially opened my doors March 15th of 2010.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah, man, March 15th of 2010. I've been in the same building the whole time, which, you know, there's good and bad. It's definitely nostalgic. It's not the best in terms of like ceiling height or anything, but we've obviously made do. You know, in the 9 or 10 years we've been open, we've probably serviced, it has to be over 1,000 people, because a lot of people come and go. White Plains is like a very transient area, and we've managed to stay relevant in all the climates, no matter how many other like huge chain gyms or like these like newer ones like Orange Theory and stuff like that are opening up and really putting a lot of other places out of business. You know, like I try to stay in our lane and just focus on what we're good at, and not fall into the trap of trying to
Be trendy.
Yeah, like, you know, like, I did fall into that for a little bit, but then I realized I was like, because I've gone to some of the classes and the workouts are great, you know, like, don't get me wrong, like, I've never been to Orange Theory, but I know the concept. I went to Barry's, I like it, it's a good workout. But I feel like the workouts get a little bit old because it's very, like, you know, they pick the same couple of movements. And the truth of the matter is like, we are known at our gym for the actual coaching, which you do not, I don't want to say you don't get at these other places, but it's just different. They're more selling an experience, which is awesome. Machines are cool, the studio's cool, but I think, you know, when you just start to focus on what you're good at,
Can't fix what's broken.
exactly, and that kind of shines through. And I fell into that trap for 12 to 18 months where I was trying to like invent and create classes to compete with those gyms, but the reality is we don't offer the same service. So it's interesting, man. The fitness industry, and I feel like a lot of it is going now towards like what you guys are doing, you know, like the recovery and overall wellness.
You're seeing a lot of people on our end too, who are like branding themselves as rehab and like, they're not PTs. I'm like, that's
Exactly, and they have stuff like, you guys do your treatments,
Yeah.
but like, the cryo, the sauna, meditation, like just everything. People are just now jumping into this field, which is great because I think it's something that everybody needs.
I feel stretchy.
Yeah, big time.
So,
They're both pretty tight. What do you mean?
rest and all.
What do you mean by treatment principles?
I mean, I'm sorry, your exercise principles. Like, what do you been? Like, what's your gym like based on?
So the gym, obviously originally founded with like the CrossFit principles and, constantly varied functional movements, but also then as we started to segue and CrossFit turned into a sport, we started doing more specific stuff, which included like programs where it wasn't just random all the time. And then, I did the OPEC certification, which taught me more about like energy system training and just being a little bit smarter about muscle pairing exercises, like how you can have days where you do antagonist stuff like a push and a pull, lower body, upper body. It's really my experiences have dictated how we trained there. So then like I got into powerlifting and the conjugate methods. We started doing some of that. And I really like the whole upper body, lower body split thing that that Westside talks about. We did the dynamic and max effort, but we kind of stopped doing that. I found the strong fit guys and the strongman training and corrective exercise, and then kind of have gone full circle back to bodybuilding. So the gym we have encompasses everything. I mean, you're going to be doing general, regular powerlifting type movements like deadlifts and squatting, some Olympic lifting like snatching and cleans, some isolated bodybuilding type stuff, some strongman stuff, calisthenics, energy system training using all the machines, the rowers, the bikes, the ski ergs, and then we have specialty classes which focus on certain other things. But the overall experience that I want for my clients is basically a place where you can get in good shape. You're excited about the workouts, like they're not boring or repetitive, which is sometimes hard. I recently, in the last 6 months, after doing it for 9 years, passed off the programming to my 2 coaches. But it gave a good fresh look. And I just think the variance, going back full circle to what CrossFit was originally intended to be, the variance in like having some structure but varying the intensities, and it's really difficult for people, and something I'm working on too, to not feel like they have to absolutely kill themselves in the gym every day. It's actually detrimental to do that. So we really try to encompass all of that.
That's cool. That's really, really cool. It's funny how you went full circle too in your personal journey though, right? Like you went from like CrossFit, bodybuilding. It's like
It's his gym though. He has to experiment himself and then see if it works with others,
Take a deep
which is
breath
pretty
in.
cool.
Exhale.
I just also think for all the like modalities of training, like they all serve their purpose. And like right now, I'm in a position where I think I've just been doing, not just from CrossFit, but before with all the Jiu-Jitsu Muay Thai training for the last 10, 11 years, non-stop intensity, right? And I think my body just needs a break, and the best way I see to do it is through some isolated bodybuilding work. You feel good, you lift weights, it's safer, you can keep like lower weights. You get like a good muscle pump, you feel like you're getting stronger, but the residual stress on your central nervous system is much lower. And then I jump into my classes once or twice a week for some intensity,
Nice.
for some of that community engagement. The clients love when the coaches jump in, and it gives a good balance for them.
So sitting back locks the lumbar spine, the hips. Good. And Chris is really good at really getting thoracic spine mobility here. That's really good. That's good. Hold it there for a second at the top. Take a deep breath there. Take a deep breath at the end range always. That's how your body works. Good old Arnold. I was just thinking about Terminator.
I think my favorite movie ever made is Predator.
Like the first one?
That's a dope movie. Of course, the first one.
It was-
That is a dope movie.
that
Everyone
is a
just
dope movie.
dies.
Everyone is so fucking jacked.
Juiced up out of fucking their minds, like.
Yeah, it feels a lot better. I think last time I was doing it wrong because I was up here.
Yeah, you were up. So you gotta sit back.
Blocking in
Really
place.
lock. What was the hardest part about opening your business?
The uncertainty. Did I make the right decision?
100%.
But is that, isn't that like just life in general?
100%, yeah.
I feel like that all the time. I mean, the other day, I'm definitely a little bit nuts, but I'll do stuff where I was talking to one of my friends yesterday. I was out to dinner with him, and I was like, I try to tell people about the 80-20. Like, you want to live that life. You want to live that lifestyle. My version of 80-20 is like I'm 95-5. I'm a psychopath. I think on Thursday I was like, should I drink wine? Should I eat Oreos? Or should I eat popcorn? Like, I was literally deliberating in my head for like an hour. And what did I end up doing? I ended up deciding to do none of them.
All right, so here we're gonna do a chin tuck.
All right, the chin tuck with the hold.
Yeah. All right. So hold for like 10 seconds. So this is a nice little self-resistant chin tuck. Good. The band gives you a little bit added resistance here.
I think I guess the sense of fulfillment of like being disciplined to me is like something that I've always, since I was a kid, because I've been doing martial arts my whole life too.
Yeah.
Like, so you always have that discipline early on to like, get your schoolwork done, go to sleep early, exercise, and I'm I think I'm a little too extreme with it. I gotta give myself a break, have some Oreos every now and then.
Yeah.
I usually only have the Oreos, the double stuffed ones during Game of Thrones. I just save it for like a 90-minute window and eat like 2 sleeves of Oreos.
Oreos are your favorite?
You know what? As a kid, I actually never liked them. I don't know why. To me, they always seemed overrated, and now that I just don't eat sugar that much, they taste so good.
So good.
Oreos are awesome.
Dude, they're so good.
Just small range of motion for T's and Y's. The right muscle is contracted. So these are tough ones. Stabilizing with the left, moving with the right, really getting the right muscles firing efficiently. He's a pro at this.
Yeah. Overall, Chris is just coming here for maintenance, which is good, which not a lot of people do.
Which is one of those things that I try to stress to people too. It sucks to rehab an injury, so if you prehab certain things before they turn into something bad, recovery times and all that stuff are much quicker. You have less aches and pains, and like for me, if I was more of a normal human being and worked out 3 times a week or 4 times a week for an hour as opposed to 10 to 15 hours a week, I'd probably feel pretty good, but I just don't think I'm ready to give that up yet. So I'd rather take the precautionary measures of doing this prehab stuff, and people underestimate it. You spend 20, 30 minutes a day doing this, you'll break a sweat. It's a workout.
100%. Now tell us about the second location that you became like a
So I actually have 3 right now. One of them is in Pelham's Body Blueprint.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a part owner there, but we've been in business there for 4 or 5 years now. The one we just opened up was one of my clients turned coaches. It's State Line Fitness. We got about, we opened January 50. We're about 3.5 months in. We're right on the state line of Banksville and Greenwich. So it's on I think it's the northern side of Greenwich. It's not by the town. Beautiful space. Craig is an awesome coach and a great guy. We got some other assistant coaches there like Jordan and Bryn, who have been at my gym in White Plains for a long time. So it's a very good vibe and feel there. And we're steadily growing, so we're hoping to make a good impact on that like northern Westchester / Greenwich community. Do I want to rotate the dumbbell?
Yeah, you want to be extremely rotated. So obviously, you know, kettlebell does, right? But bring your feet closer, like really close, like this, almost touching. So right foot straight. Yeah, right foot straight, right toe straight. And then this one, the left one just turned down. Yeah, try it there.
Oh, I've definitely never done this way before. My feet are usually wider.
And then sink it to this hip as you go, and then really force that. Okay, and when you come up, punch straight up. Nice. Straight 10. Reset. Keep the thumb back. Super mobile joints. See your elbow is hyperextended there.
It's super hyperextended. It's crazy.
This is anatomy.
Why feet close like this? I've never done them like this. They're very challenging.
Yeah, because you're actually mobilizing the hip as well now. So you're actually creating mobilization for the hip.
Okay.
And in essence, like, you know, like a windmill should be a straight line. The wider you are, the more your base is off.
Believe it or not, I think I'm actually more mobile on this side.
Let's see. Turn your thumb back to me. Keep that. There you go. Nice. That's a good one though. You're actually more mobile, but a little less stable. Session. A little bit closing. Alright, that's our session. Next, check our video out. You have any last words?
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, check out Chris's gym. It's awesome. They're good people, great coaches. Check it out. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, sure.
All right, before you leave, 3 tips on owning a business.
3 tips on owning a business. One thing is I would definitely make sure that you know what you want to get out of your business, meaning like, are you solely in it for money? Are you in it to help people? Are you in it to push a product or innovate, something like that? Make sure you know what your why is and that it's strong enough to sustain you through the ups and downs and the hard times, because I think there will definitely inevitably be that. If you can do something without a partner, I think the best partner to have is the bank if you need a partner. I would do it without a partner, not because I don't get along with my partners that I have. I've had really fortunate success that I've had really great partnerships. I just think the upside of doing something by yourself is always richer in the end. But partnership could also work out well. And then thirdly, and I know this is going to sound counterintuitive, but don't focus on making money. Focus on delivering a good product, and it kind of usually falls in place. So those are the 3 things.